let's catch some tarantulas. Well, you guys know me and my last-minute video ideas. Well, actually you probably don't. But I managed to gather up a lot more Nook Miles tickets, and as you know, Tarantula Island is a pretty rare island to run across in the search for Nook Miles islands, so I thought, hey, why don't we go ahead and try and find the Tarantula Island? It's in season right now, and it's only 1 in 50 islands, so I'm sure I'm bound to find it at some point. And if I don't, well, this video probably won't happen. But it's uploaded right now, so that means it definitely did happen. So basically this is what we have right now. A stack of Nook Miles tickets, a customization kit, a colorful net, and a shovel. And I'll be going into what we're going to be doing with each of these when we actually find the Tarantula Island. But now, we should totally get into the time-lapse of what we're going to run into. And first, who do we speak to? None other than Orville himself, the man with the plan, to make this process as long as possible. Well, we're starting off with the Spiral Island, and I don't know how rare this is, but I don't run into it too much compared to the other islands, so I guess we're just gonna go ahead and head back. Maybe this is a good sign that things will be going up from here. Our second island is Spiral Island, so we're getting a bit of a more common one here, so we'll just see what we can get. And our third island is the Pond Island. This is probably better with the time-lapse, isn't it? Well, what have we here? After, let's see, how much time? I think 45 minutes or so, we finally found Tarantula Island. That actually took a little bit less time than I would have expected, honestly. And I think we used up about 37 Nook Miles tickets, so definitely got that going for us. But there are a few things we should do to make sure this is as easy as pie. Or cake, or whatever these people say. First step, we gotta get rid of all the rocks. They are our enemy, and they're just gonna cause problems for when we're actually trying to catch these. And I already do have a method in mind for catching these, by the way. But we should just do this just to be safe, and be extra safe. I don't know. Alright, so now that the middle is all cleared out, here's our plan for today. So we need to make a shape, a little something like this. So we need to do it in a way that makes it seem like we're going, that we're going to be trapping ourselves in there, but in reality, this, my friend, is for the tarantula. And you'll see why. Now, if I did this correctly, one of the tarantulas should chase us into this hole right here, and whoa, no. Well, now it's gone accordingly to plan. Maybe? I just have to go up here. All that's left to do now is to just go up here. All that's left to do now is to just go up here and hold this up. Perhaps. No. Hold this up. No. I'm getting 10 consecutive heart attacks per second for everything that doesn't happen correctly. Okay, now it's trapped. Now the cool thing about it being trapped is that while it's chasing after us, these tarantulas won't attack us. They will just stand on their hind legs and screech at us. But they can't do anything, because this guy over here is chasing me. And they're just hissing. They're just angry little guys, but they're not going to do anything. Oh, that was terrifying. I don't know why I decided to do that. But it worked. It worked pretty well. My arachnophobia cannot handle this very well. And now we could just capture these as many times as we want. Well, until we need to customize our net again, because we've run out of the ability to do that. We gotta make sure we can check that that one's still running around right there. Otherwise, we're gonna get bitten, and we don't want that to happen. And wow, it is actually really easy to catch these. I've never actually been to one of these tarantula islands before, so this is actually very interesting. After this, I'm gonna see how many we have, and determine, like, how many minutes it's been. Well, we've gotten 9 in, like, probably 3 minutes. So you know what? I'd say this is, so far, a success. As long as we don't get bitten. Otherwise, this is going to be take a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and use our customization kit before we forget, because if I don't use it right now, I'm definitely going to forget. And fortunately for us, our little guy didn't despawn while we did that, but in the meantime, we should also probably get rid of everything in our inventory. Alright, we just have one spot left for all these tarantulas, and I think it'll go to this guy right here who's been helping me this whole time. Thank you, but you guys are getting sold to Nook's Cranny. I am actually quite surprised. That took only about 10 minutes, if we include the time that it actually took to even, like, clean out that middle space in the island. That really didn't take as long as I thought. I'm actually kind of surprised. Well, we don't have to sell them to Nook's Cranny. We could also just wait for Flick to come. Then again, am I a patient person? 304,000 bells. I'd say this is a good trip. Probably not worth all the Nook miles I spent, but definitely a good trip nonetheless. Well, that went a little bit quicker than I expected, and this is probably going to look like a very short video, so why don't we do something else? I recently just got a crafting recipe, well, a ton of them for that matter, for a tabletop festive tree as well as just a normal festive tree that are both 1.0 by 1.0 and will do a good job of replacing certain things up on our waterfall and Poppy's house. So why don't we make some of those, actually? Well, that's a lot of blue and red ornaments that I'll clean up right now. Anyway, the crafting recipe for a tabletop festive tree is 5 gold ornaments, 3 tree branches, and 2 clay, which we will proceed to get out of our storage space because I don't feel like getting those myself this time. And there we go. Now we're all set. I should probably pick everything that I dropped up. In case you don't know, I dropped all this stuff to make the Tarantula Island episode that I didn't know would actually end up being super quick. So, we can customize this tabletop festive tree to fit the whole blue theme. So why don't we go ahead and do that, and we'll see what it looks like when we actually put it up there. I'm thinking that these can be pretty well replaced with these pinecone type trees up here, as they're probably likely around the same size. Yep. Just as I thought. And why don't we go ahead and see how many of those there are, so we can determine how many of these we actually have to make. Oh, but we have this big one right here, so this is probably where that normal-sized festive tree comes in. Also, you probably noticed the star fragments I put around here in the end. I just figured they'd fit the whole theme of blue. Well, that was the only thing I saw, so why don't we just pick up all of these ornaments, and that should be definitely 3 of each, red and blue. And then we're going to need to shake the trees a little bit more to get the 2 gold ornaments. And just like that, 2 gold ornaments. That's what we need, right? 2 gold ornaments. Yep. And some wood. And then we should be all set. And we will also get the wood from our trusty storage space because I don't feel like getting it myself. And we can also customize this to be blue as well. And there we go. Turn it off just to see how it looks with the lights off. But it does look very nice. I definitely love it. But I guess we only really needed to replace those two if we just wanted to do the pinecone trees. So I'll probably put more up there later, but I guess that's it for today's episode. Definitely a lot shorter than the other ones, that's for sure. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you would like, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.